Hi everyone, welcome. We're going to get started with some yoga soon. Just getting everything set up. If you haven't registered on Zoom, feel free to just stick around for the Facebook Live. Both great options. Facebook Live actually is going to be zooming in on me, which is pretty neat. But we should have a good angle with Zoom as well. So, oh, there we go. We got the first person. Oh, we got a few people. Awesome. Great. Feel free to share your video or keep it private, whatever you feel is more comfortable. Hey, Julie. Got Brian on, who's in the back room, just feet away. Feet away. Got a few more people on. Oh, there he is. Hey, Chris. I'll unmute everyone right now, but when we get
so far.
Let's see, we've got Julie, looks like Andy from Colorado. Got Brian, who's in a few rooms away. Got Heather, Maribel. This is great. Good to see everyone. We'll wait just a few minutes and then we'll get started. How's everyone doing? How you doing, Chris? I like your setup. Julie, your setup looks beautiful.
Yeah.
What a perfect day, especially for those in Chicago. It's nice and gloomy out, chilly. Hi, Maureen. How's everyone's morning going? Awesome. There's Kyle. Perfect. We'll get started in just a few minutes. See, oh, there's Carrie. Hey, Carrie. Okay, well, it's 12 o'clock. We'll get started. So just wanted to thank everyone for coming on today. This is really exciting. It's very rare that, come down a little bit, that I get to, teach for people that are really all over the country. So this is really kind of I think a little bit, special of an opportunity. Just wanted to let you know, I'll mute everybody just to minimize any background noise, and you can feel free to keep your camera on or turn it off, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And if you're able to stick around for a few minutes after, I would love to get feedback. Oh, there's Chi Chi from California. I'd love to get some feedback on just any kind of times and days that would be good. I would love to add, some more of these while we're all kind of cooped up in our homes and living rooms. So with that, we will get started. We're going to get started just in a seated pose. If everyone can hear me okay. If there's any issues, just give me a wave and we'll troubleshoot. So we're going to get started in a seated posture. Just cross your legs, whatever feels comfortable to you. Take your hands to heart center if you'd like, or leave them on your knees. And feel free to close your eyes. Start to tune into your breathing. This is an interesting time right now. Some of us, depending on where we're at, who we're with, we can feel maybe a little bit isolated, maybe even disconnected or overly connected. We're maybe on our phones and whatnot. We might even feel a little bit smothered or overwhelmed if we've got family, children, maybe partners and spouses that you're working closely with right now. Whatever you're feeling, just acknowledge those feelings. Breathe them in. And on your breath out, let all of that go, at least for the next 40 minutes. These 40 minutes are a time for you and only you and what you would like to give to yourself on your mat right now. A lot of times, especially in our busy lives, time is something we don't have a lot of. And ironically, we've got a lot of time right now. So embrace it and utilize it. So with that, we'll take 2 cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nose and open mouth. Exhale. Breathe in through the nose and open mouth. Let the air go. Your next breath in, blink your eyes open or keep them closed if you'd like to. And we'll stretch our arms up to the sky, really feeling the fingertips reach towards the ceiling. And then if you'd like to mirror me, please do so. If you'd like to do the arm I'm doing, completely fine too. Whichever way you go, just do one side and balance it out with the other. So we'll take our right arm down to the mat, lifting our left arm up and over, stretching over to the right. Feel a nice side body stretch in the left side. And breathe. Inhale the left arm high, keeping into that side bend. Reach towards the left with the left arm, keeping that left arm just above the mat, and feel a nice stretch in the left side of the neck. Continue to breathe. Using your right hand, slowly lift your head up towards center, and we'll return our arms up, and then take the left hand down, and the right arm reach it up and over to the left. Roll the shoulder down and stretch through the right arm, feeling a nice side body stretch through the right rib cage. Keeping bended in that left arm, reach the right arm down towards the floor, hovering above the mat, and feel the nice, long, deep stretch in the right side of your neck. Some of us might not be at computer desks right now, so it can feel nice to just elongate the neck and stretch some of the tense areas of our body. Using your left hand, return your head to center, and we'll cross our legs and come forward into a tabletop. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Start to flow through a few cat-cows. So drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow pose, look towards the sky, and round your back for cat. Let your head hang towards the mat. Inhale for cow pose. Arch the spine, and exhale, round the back for cat. We'll continue to flow through a few cat-cows on your own. Whatever feels good to you, really moving that spine front and back. Feel free to even take it from side to side, just moving your hips in a circle. Again, whatever feels good, we're just warming up the spine. Return to center in your table pose, keeping your hands planted, knees planted. Inhale your right arm high to the sky, opening up the chest to the right. And on your exhale, thread the needle, taking the right arm under the left and gently taking the right side of your head down to the mat. Breathe into the stretch and twist at the waist. Hips remain over your knees. If you need a little bit more, inhale your right arm high and wrap it around your lower back for additional shoulder opening in the left side. Continue to breathe. Inhale the left arm high if you've raised it, and take it down back to the mat, pressing into your left hand as you inhale the right arm high, and take the right hand down to the mat. We'll take this on the other side. Inhale the left arm high, and thread the needle, taking that left arm under the right, gently dropping your head to the mat, and twist. You might feel a few cracks. Enjoy the twist. If you did so on the other side, inhale your right arm high and wrap that around your lower back and open through the shoulder. Continue to breathe. Inhale the right arm high and take it down to the mat, pressing into the mat. Lift yourself up. Take the left arm to the sky and drop the left hand down back to the mat. We're going to straighten out our left leg, keeping your left toes tucked under, and just start to shift your shoulders back and forth, shifting your heel. Should feel pretty good in the back of your calf, especially if you have tight legs. Start to turn on your core as you keep shifting back and forth. Return to center, drop your right heel to the mat as we start to open to the right side for a supported side plank. You can keep that left knee down to the mat. Squeeze the right glute to stabilize your posture and reach through the right arm as you pull in your core. Continue to breathe. Start to stretch that right arm overhead and really lengthen through your fingertips all the way down to your toes. Again, keeping that core engaged. If you'd like to, stay right here. If you want to challenge yourself, lift that right leg up to the sky and balance on the left knee. We'll all drop our right foot down, continue to reach forward with the right arm, and take the right hand down to the mat, and we'll return to our tabletop. Taking the left leg back, keeping the left toes tucked under, start to shift that left heel back and forth, the shoulders over the fingertips and back. Again, opening up the back of the leg, getting some movement from the bottom of our foot. Turn on that core as we prepare for our supported side plank, dropping the left heel down to the mat. Inhale the left arm high and reach it up towards the sky. If you feel a little bit wobbly, squeeze your left butt cheek and you'll stabilize right away. Continue reaching through that left arm and breathe. Inhale the left arm over your head to return to that complete side body stretch from the fingertips all the way through those left fingertips. If you want to move on to that challenge, inhale the left leg high to balance on your right knee. Continue the breath. Wherever you're at, drop that left heel down, left foot down. Close off your shoulders down to the mat, and we'll return to our tabletop pose. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Feel free to pedal out your feet left and right. Take a look at your fingertips and really spread the fingers. Take up some space with your hands. On your next breath in, shift forward to a plank pose. Shoulders over your wrist, heels over your toes. Firm up your core, press into the space between your shoulder blades. Without moving your hands or feet, push back, down dog. This might feel like a longer down dog, but this is where you want to be. If you feel any rounding in your back, bend your knees and tilt your tailbone high, and then straighten out the legs. So you let your heels float towards the mat. Let your head hang heavy and breathe. On your next breath in, look forward, bend your knees, and step or float to the top of the mat, feet coming behind the wrists for ragdoll. Let your head hang heavy as you bend into your knees. Release any tension in your neck. Maybe take a hold of your elbows. Just sway from side to side, releasing the tension, releasing any tightness in your lower back that may have always been there or may have heightened from possibly couch time or any other sitting positions that you've been in lately. Continue to breathe. Release your hands down to the mat, bending into your left knee. Keep your left hand planted as you inhale the right arm high, twisting towards the sky. Drop your right hand down to the mat, bending into your right knee. Inhale the left arm high and twist. This should feel really nice in the back of your left leg. Return the left hand to the mat, and we'll take that twice more on each side. Keep that left hand planted, bend into the left knee as you inhale the right arm high and twist. Drop the right hand to the mat, switch over to the left, bend into the right leg as you inhale the left arm high. Let's take that twist once more. Drop the left hand down, inhale the right arm high. Drop that right hand down, inhale the left arm high. The left hand returns to the mat. Let your head hang heavy as you slowly roll to a stand, one vertebrae at a time, head coming up last. Scoot back a little bit. We'll take our hands to heart center, stand in the middle of your mat. Squeeze your shoulders up into your ears. Squeeze them back and down. Let's do that twice more. Shoulders up into your ears, back and down. Once more, shoulders up, back and down. And we'll just take one moment of silence. Take a breath together. Inhale through your nose. And open mouth. Exhale. Blink your eyes open, sweep your arms down by your side. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach high. Exhale, hands through heart center as you fold forward, Utkatasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Hands come to the shins as you lengthen out your spine. Your gaze is towards the mat. Exhale and fold. Let's do that once more. Inhale, lift halfway, hands to the shins. And exhale, fold. Walk your hands out in front of you, returning to your plank pose. We'll all meet there. Take one breath in. And on your breath out, lift your hips high, down dog. Feel free to pedal out your heels left and right. Again, stretching through the back of the leg. On your next breath in, look forward, bend your knees, step or float to the top of the mat in a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back to your plank pose, and lower down chaturanga. I'm going to break this down real quick. If you've never done chaturanga or are a little bit more beginner, feel free to drop down onto your knees. As you shift your shoulders over your fingertips, lower halfway down. Press onto the tops of your feet as you inhale your heart forward, and then tuck your toes and lift your hips, down dog. If you want to skip the chaturanga altogether, feel free to hold your plank pose for an extra breath, and then push back in your down dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or float to the top of the mat in a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Slowly roll to a stand, one vertebrae at a time, head coming up last. And we'll take our arms up to the sky and back to heart center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back in a low lunge and take a pause. We're going to drop our right heel down, untuck your toes, press into your left foot as you inhale high, Anjaneyasana. Walk your left foot slightly forward as you sink down into your left hip. Continue to breathe. Take a hold of your right wrist and reach it up and over to the left, squeezing your inner thighs together to support your balance, and breathe. Inhale, return to center, separate your hands, drop your hands down to the mat, tuck your right toes under as we return to our low lunge. Keep your right hand planted as you inhale your left arm high for an easy twist. Enjoy the twist. If you'd like to move on and challenge yourself, keep your right hand planted as you shift onto the outer edge of your right foot and take that left foot back to a side plank, lifting through the left arm. If you want to return to a side plank and this just isn't accessible for you today, drop on down to that right foot and we'll return to that supported side plank that we were at in the beginning of our practice. Continue to breathe as you stretch through the left arm. Maybe even take it over your head. Wherever you're at, we'll return to our side plank. Drop that left arm down, return to a two-handed plank, and push back, down dog. Pedal out your feet left and right. Recenter and take a breath. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your left foot back this time in a low lunge. Take a moment to breathe. We're going to drop down onto that left knee, untuck the left toes, press down into your right foot as you inhale to rise, Anjaneyasana. You can walk that right foot forward towards the top edge of your mat and sink a little bit further into that left hip flexor. Continue to breathe. Take a hold of your left wrist and reach it up and over to the right. Again, squeezing your legs together to support your balance as we bend over to the side. Everyone looks great. Inhale to center, release the grip. Drop your hands down to the mat, tuck your left toes under as we return to that low lunge. Keeping your left hand planted, inhale your right arm high for an easy twist. You can definitely stay right here if you want to take that side plank on this side Drop to the edge of your left foot as you take the right foot to meet the left in your side plank. This is too much today. Drop down onto your left knee. Again, returning to that supported side plank that we did in the beginning. Continue to reach through the right arm. Wherever you're at, engage the core. You stretch that right arm overhead, lengthening through the right side body. And we'll all return to our table pose. We take a few cat-cows, and we'll reset and return to our down dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, down dog. On your next breath, inhale your right leg high. Bend the right knee as you open up the hip, stacking the right hip on top of the left. That feels good. Stay right here. You can also circle that right knee. Start to get some movement in that right hip. Hip flexors, for me personally, are the first thing to get tight when sitting for periods of time. Straighten out that right leg. Right foot returns to the mat, and we'll take this on the left side, inhaling the left leg high, bending into the left knee as you open and stack the hips. Feel free to circle that left knee. Straighten out the left leg and take the left foot down to the mat. And take a few rounds of breaths in your down dog. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. One more breath in. And let the breath out. Your next inhale, inhale the right leg high and step through low lunge. Returning to our low lunge. Take that left foot over to the side as you drop the left heel down, pressing into your feet. Lift your arms high for Warrior One. So Warrior One is a closed hip posture, meaning your hips are facing forward. So if that's hard to do, just widen your stance, taking your right foot a little bit to the right, maybe your left foot to the left, and you can square your hips back to the front and bending into that right knee. So you inhale the arms high, clasp the hands, almost like a prayer pose. Steeple grip is actually what it's called, keeping the pointer fingers up, but keeping that grip and reaching up and back, gentle back bend in your Warrior One. Return to center, release the hand grip and take the hands behind your lower back. You can take that same grip, squeeze the shoulder blades together as you inhale, puff up your chest. As you exhale, fold forward in a humble warrior. Let your head hang heavy towards the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and try to reach your hands up and over your head. If you're not quite there, reach as much as feels comfortable to you. Continue to breathe. Use your hands to pull yourself up. We'll sweep our arms high, returning to Warrior One. Drop the hands down to the mat. Step the right foot to meet the left in a plank pose. And you can stay right here and push back to your down dog, or you can proceed to a chaturanga, shifting your shoulders over your wrists. Again, always the option to drop down on the knees as you lower halfway. Inhale, pressing up off of your kneecaps, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. We're going to return to that warrior one, taking that right foot slightly to the right as you drop the right heel down. Press down into both feet as you inhale the arms high, returning to your warrior one. Inhale, stretch your arms high, and exhale, sink a little bit lower into that left knee and breathe. Take a hold of that steeple grip once more. Reach your hands up and slightly back, just arching your back as much as feels comfortable. Keeping the lunge in that left knee and breathe. Inhale to center, release your hands, sweep your arms down behind you, clasp them behind your back as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a nice breath in, and on your exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Let your head fall towards the mat, and take that grip of the hands slightly over the head for an additional opening in the front shoulders, and breathe. Using your hands, return to a stand, releasing the hand grip. Reach your arms up towards the sky, returning warrior one, and drop the hands down to the mat. Take that left foot back to meet the right in your plank pose. And again, feel free to flow through a chaturanga or simply push back, down dog. Pedal out the feet left and right. We'll continue to move on. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. We're going to return to our warrior one, so widen the stance a little bit. Drop that left heel down as you inhale your arms high. This time we're going to straighten the right leg and fold forward, reaching through the fingertips and down for a pyramid pose. So in this posture, both legs are straight. Keep a micro bend in the right knee, keeping the hips squared to the front of your mat. And a nice stretch in the back of the leg. On your next breath in, bend into that right knee as you inhale the arms high, returning to your warrior one, and drop the hands down to the mat. We'll step back to our plank and flow through your chaturanga. Again, the shoulders shift over the fingertips. You can drop down onto your knees as the elbows tuck in, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, tuck your toes down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Walk that right foot over to the right as you drop the right heel down. Inhale the arms high, warrior one. Straighten out that left leg, reach through the fingertips forward and down for pyramid pose. Both legs are straight in this posture. You can keep a micro bend in the left knee to prevent any lockening of the joint. And breathe. Bend into the left knee, inhale the arms high, returning to warrior one, and drop the hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right and flow through your chaturanga. Lowering halfway, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, down dog. Inhale the right leg high, exhale, step through, low lunge. We're going to open up to warrior two this time, so drop that left heel down and open your arms. as you open up to the side of your mat. So before we were square to the front, now we're opening up to the side. Bending into that right knee. And breathing. Straighten that right leg and turn your right toes parallel to your left. We're going to take a wide-legged forward fold. And keep your arms out to the side, or take that hand grip like we did earlier, squeezing the shoulder blades back, keeping a slight bend in the knees as you fold forward and down for a wide-legged forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Release any tension in your neck. If this is ever too much on your shoulders, drop your hands down to the mat. Just let everything fall towards the mat. We'll take a few breaths right here. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale. Straighten your arms down towards the mat, keeping that left hand planted. Inhale the right arm high. We'll take a twist. Reaching through that right arm as you pull in at the core to further and deepen the twist. Continue the breath. Drop that right hand down to the mat. Inhale the left arm high. We'll twist the other leg. And reaching through those fingertips, you pull in the core towards the spine. Take that left hand down to the mat. Take your hands to your hips and slowly with a flat back, return to a stand. Arms reach high, star pose. We'll return to our warrior two towards the front of the room. Inhale, reverse warrior, reaching your right arm up and back. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Returning to your low lunge, step back to your plank pose and flow through your chaturanga. Lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll take this over on the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Drop that right heel down as we open up to warrior two. Turning to the other side of our mat, opening up our hips. And breathe. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Take the left toes in, and we'll do a wide-legged forward fold once more. So squeeze those shoulders back if you want to take the hand grip. Chest puffs up and out, and fold forward and down. At any time, you can release your hands down to the mat, and we'll take that twist once more on each side. So keeping that left hand planted, inhale the right arm high and twist. And take that left arm down and inhale the left hand high and twist. Left hand returns to the mat. Take your hands to your hips with a flat back, return to a stand. Arms reach up and out, star pose. And exhale, bend into that left knee as you return to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, left arm reaches up and back. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back to your plank pose and flow through chaturanga. Lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. On your next breath in, look forward, bend your knees, step or float to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bending into your knees, we're going to come down to our mat and do a few back bends. Getting to the floor portion of our class. Hold on to the back of your legs and slowly roll down all the way to your back. Take your feet wide on the outer edges of your mat and take your knees inwards, knocking them towards one another. I might shift my mat so you guys can see me a little better. We're going to take 2 rounds of back bends. So feet under your knees, arms down by your side. Press firmly down into your feet as you start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling and breathe. If you feel like you're gripping in your glutes, try to relax them as you imagine your feet trying to press your mat away to lift your hips 1 inch higher. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Take those feet wide on your mat once more and knock your knees side to side. Neutralizing the spine. Should feel pretty good. We'll do 1 more back bend. Feet under the knees, arms reaching down towards your heels. On your inhale, press into your feet to lift your hips up towards the sky. Again, if you're gripping through the glutes, try to relax them and really press down through the feet to lift the hips up towards the sky. 1 more breath in. And on your breath out, slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. We'll take those feet wide once more and knock your knees left and right, neutralizing the spine. Gently pull your knees into your chest and give them a nice gentle squeeze, rocking your knees in one direction, take them in a circle and then the other. You can do this at any time of day, it always feels good. And if you're ready to move on to our final resting pose, let your legs out long onto your mat, let your feet fall out wide, let your arms take up space. Let yourself gently melt down towards your mat. Feel free to close your eyes, return to your normal pattern of breathing, and acknowledge that you spent some time on you today, which is really pretty important. Not always seeming available. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana resting pose for as long as you'd like, especially in the comfort of your own home. If you're ready to move on, start to invite some small movements in your fingers and your toes. Take your head from side to side, starting to add some life and movement into your body. Reach your arms up over your head. Stretch your toes out in opposite direction. Enjoy a big breath. Slowly bring your knees into your chest. Roll over onto your side in fetal position. taking a moment just to feel supported, always feeling supported on your mat. Using your hands, slowly press yourself up or return to a seated position. Feel free to close your eyes. Like to take your hands to heart center. Remembering that we all have time. Sometimes it might seem like less time. Sometimes it might seem a lot more time. But we do have time. So taking some time for yourself is a very fortunate gift that we can all benefit from. Let's take one breath together. Inhale through your nose and exhale. Let it go. Take your thumbs to third eye center, seat of enlightenment and gratitude. As we bow forward, I thank you all so much for joining me virtually for our live yoga. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. It's nice to see some familiar faces and some new faces. If you have a few minutes, I would love, whomever to just stick around. I want to offer more of these throughout the time of being at home. So if anyone has any, dates or times or things that they would love to add to it, I would love to hear it. We can also use the chat option. This is so fun. I feel like I would never be able to teach, a class with people all over the country. So it's really cool. How are you guys doing? How are you feeling?
You did a wonderful job, Annie.
Oh, thanks.
Annie, you did also. This is great.
Thanks. Yeah, does this time work for everyone, or is there any other kind of times that you guys would be interested in?
This worked for me.
Okay.
This is fine.
Okay. Cool. It's very cloudy, but also I can't really see this bright shadow. But yeah, this was awesome. Thank you guys again for coming. So I think I'm gonna definitely add some more just times and days to just kind of keep on a lookout, and I'll let you guys know.
Please do, Anne.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I hope everyone feels good, a little looser. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
Have a good day, everyone.
You too.
I don't know how to talk to them.
I hear you. Susan?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Chris's mom.
You know what? I recognized you. We met years ago at the wedding, in the engagement party.
I think we should all go back there and celebrate again.
I know. That would be super fun.
Get rid of the stupid ass coronavirus.
I know. It's I guess, it stinks. However, it's well, people really do have all this time to spend on themselves right now.
Such a nice idea. Chris gave me this text this morning. I thought, yes, I'm in, as soon as I figure out how to do it.
Oh, awesome. Did you like it? Was it good? Okay, good.
Yeah, I work out 3 or 4 days a week and
Okay.
yoga class, but yeah, it's closed.
Right.
Right, I thought, God, this is fabulous, so thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You can communicate that with me. I'd love to do it again.
For sure. I definitely will. I've been posting on Facebook and just really sending emails, so I'll definitely send out all the links and have it up to go. Yeah, you're welcome. So good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Well, you have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. Hi, Maureen.
Swamping. Oh, Chris. Who's he?
Bye, Maureen.
Yeah, Mom. I can hear you. Uh-oh.
Bye, guys.
Nice. I have to tell this nice instructor that she did a great job. I don't know if she's still on.
I am. Thank you so much.
I'm Chris's aunt.
Okay. So nice to meet you too. I'm sure we met before too.
Mo is a big yogi girl.
Oh, I love it. How was this? Was this?
One of my favorite things to do is to do downward dog at parties.
Love it.
No,
Down.
The crow is the crow.
Oh, crow. Yep, crow is a good one.
That was great. Are you going to do this again?
Yep.
Next?
Yeah, I'm gonna repost. I think I'm gonna add some more days and in some time. So I'll definitely let you guys know.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it very much.
Okay, good. Well, thank you so much.
Did you say, Chris, tell me you're a dietitian also?
So health coach. So similar. So helping people with their diet, their kind of really lifestyle, working out, kind of all the whole realm. Yeah.
So can you help us slow down a little bit, or is that part of the deal?
Slow down.
No. Just slow down. You move too fast.
Yes. Well, and that's the.
I think Maureen and Susan need to slow down a little bit, but that's kind of hard for us to do.
Poor young lady is trying to figure you two gals out.
Speak for yourself. I like the fast pace.
Well, have you been slowing down this past week?
Well, we don't have any choice, right?
I know.
There's no choice.
It's
but
kind
I've been
of
doing yoga every morning in my house
okay.
and cleaning out closets. While she's doing yoga.
Yes.
She's doing downward dog while she's clearing her house up.
It's the best time to kind of do all that stuff. And then luckily, the weather's not great. So it's like, okay.
Go out.
Yeah.
And go anywhere.
Right. Oh.
All right, I'm going to go have lunch. Goodbye, girls.
Good. Enjoy. Thank you guys again for coming. I'll see you soon.
Great. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This thing on. You have no idea.
Bye, everyone. See you guys soon. I'll be adding more days and times. Would love to have you on the next call. Bye.